your silence is killing them. There are people in your life, people who look up to you, people who are waiting on your words. But the truth is, you've been silent. You've allowed fear, doubt, or complacency to silence the very voice that was meant to transform lives, to inspire, to guide. Your voice, your words, carry power that no one else has. Your silence isn't just a lack of sound, it's a missed opportunity to breathe life into someone's purpose. Let me ask you this, how many people have been sitting in darkness waiting for your light to shine? How many hearts are aching for a word of encouragement, a message of hope, a simple direction, yet you withhold it because you're afraid of speaking up? You see, silence isn't just a lack of noise. Silence can be a weapon of destruction. When you remain silent, you allow fear to dominate, you allow confusion to reign, and you allow potential to go unfulfilled. But when you open your mouth, you unlock possibilities, you unleash destinies, you stir the hearts of those who thought they had nothing left to live for. Don't underestimate the power of your words. They are not just sounds, they are seeds. What you speak into someone's life today can grow into something extraordinary tomorrow. What you fail to speak could leave them empty, lost, and searching for answers they may never find. Your silence is a missed opportunity. Every day you walk through life surrounded by people who are waiting for something they may never openly ask for, but something they desperately need. They need your words, your wisdom, your encouragement. But how many times have you kept quiet when you should have spoken up? How many moments have passed where you could have made a difference, but you held back, unsure of yourself, unsure of what to say, or perhaps too consumed by your own doubts and fears? The truth is, when you remain silent, you miss the opportunity to change someone's life in ways you can't even imagine. Think about the power that your voice holds, your experiences, your lessons, your knowledge. These are treasures. Yet, when you keep them to yourself, you deny others the chance to learn from them. You deny them the opportunity to be inspired, to find hope, to discover new perspectives. That conversation, that piece of advice, that small encouragement, it could be the turning point for someone who's been struggling in silence themselves. But your silence keeps them in the dark, struggling to find their way without the guidance that only you can offer. Opportunities come in many forms. Sometimes it's a moment where someone is facing a challenge and needs a word of encouragement to keep going. Other times, it's a person who has been lost in their own thoughts, waiting for someone to break the silence and offer clarity. Yet, every time you choose silence over action, you close the door on that possibility. You shut down the opportunity to connect, to share, and to help someone find the strength they need to continue their journey. You may never know the weight of your words, but that doesn't make them any less valuable. The world needs your voice, and when you choose to stay silent, you deprive others of something irreplaceable. The opportunity to guide, to uplift, to challenge someone to see a different perspective, it is not just a privilege, it is a responsibility. The people around you are not just waiting for a conversation, they are waiting for a change in their lives. They are waiting for someone who believes in them, who can encourage them to keep going when everything feels like it's falling apart. And yet, when you hold back, you miss out on making that difference. It's easy to convince yourself that staying quiet is harmless. You may think, it's not my place, or I don't want to make things awkward, or even what do I have to offer? But these are the excuses that keep you from realizing the impact you could have. The world is filled with voices, yes, but that doesn't mean there isn't room for yours. The truth is, the world is waiting for your perspective, your wisdom, your truth. You may not have all the answers, but even just offering your perspective could spark the change someone else needs. Your silence is not neutral, it's a missed opportunity to create something better for someone else. This isn't just about grand gestures or life-altering speeches. It's about the small moments where a kind word, a shared experience, or a simple gesture of support could have a lasting impact. It's about being willing to step outside of your comfort zone and speak up when it's needed most, even if it feels vulnerable or uncertain. Every moment you remain silent is a moment you lose the opportunity to be part of someone's breakthrough. The opportunity to inspire, to educate, to uplift, these are gifts that come not from a place of perfection, but from a willingness to speak your truth, to show up when others need it most. The difference between a life transformed and one that remains stuck often lies in a single conversation, a single word that encourages a person to take the next step. And when you choose silence, you forfeit the chance to provide that spark. Your silence isn't harmless. It's a missed opportunity to do what you were created to do. You were made to speak, to share, to influence the world around you. And every time you withhold that, you prevent someone from moving forward, from finding clarity, from unlocking their potential. Every time you stay quiet, you miss the chance to make an impact, to leave a legacy that will echo far beyond what you see. It's time to stop underestimating the power of your words and realize that when you hold back, you deny others the gift of your insight, your encouragement, and your support. The world needs you, and your silence only holds them back. Don't let another opportunity slip by. Speak and change someone's life. Your words carry the power to transform lives. We often underestimate the significance of what we say, but the truth is, the words we speak have the ability to shape realities. When you open your mouth and speak, you are not just uttering sounds or forming sentences, you are planting seeds in the hearts of those who listen. Your words have the potential to uplift, encourage, and inspire. They can break chains of doubt, shatter walls of fear, and ignite the flame of hope in places where it has long been extinguished. You may not see the immediate effects of what you say, but make no mistake, your words are powerful and they do not return void. Think about the last time someone spoke a word of encouragement to you. A simple phrase, a thoughtful comment, or an unexpected compliment. How did it make you feel? Maybe it was just a small gesture to them, but to you, it was the boost you needed to keep going, the reassurance that you were on the right path, or the motivation to push through a difficult situation. That's the power of words. They are more than just sounds. They are lifelines. They can lift someone's spirit when they are at their lowest, or help someone see themselves in a new light when they've been blinded by their own insecurities. Now think about the impact your own words can have. What if you chose to speak life into the situations you encounter? What if you chose to speak encouragement instead of criticism, hope instead of despair, vision instead of limitation? Imagine how much difference you could make in someone's life by simply sharing a word of support, a word of faith, or a word of wisdom. The impact of a kind word can be far-reaching, far more than we often realize. What you say to someone today could influence the course of their decisions tomorrow. Your words can be the turning point that someone needs, the lifeline they've been searching for, the clarity they've been struggling to find. In fact, every interaction you have with others is an opportunity to use your words for good. Whether you're speaking to a friend, a colleague, or a stranger, your words can either build up or tear down, and it's in those small moments that we see the true power of our speech. It's not just about grand speeches or dramatic declarations. It's about the everyday conversations we have, the way we respond to others, the way we choose to speak into their lives. Every word carries weight. And every word is an opportunity to bring life, to bring encouragement, to bring change. But it's not just about speaking kind words. Your words also carry the power to create vision. When you speak to someone, you're not just providing them with advice or direction, you are offering them a glimpse of what is possible. Your words have the ability to shift someone's perspective, to help them see beyond their current circumstances, and to recognize the potential within themselves that they may have overlooked. Your voice can paint a picture of a brighter future, one that they may have never imagined for themselves. When you speak words of encouragement and empowerment, you help others to believe in themselves and in their own ability to achieve greatness. It's easy to get caught up in the challenges of life, to be overwhelmed by the struggles we face, and to forget the impact we can have with our words. But we must remember that we are not just passive observers of the world around us. We have the ability to influence, to change, and to shape the experiences of those we interact with. Your words are the tools you have been given to make a difference. And when you use them wisely, they can be the spark that ignites a change in someone's life. The words we speak today are shaping the world we live in tomorrow. And the lives we touch today may be the ones who go on to change the world in their own way. You may never fully know the depth of your influence, but that doesn't diminish its power. Just as you've been impacted by the words of others, so too can you impact the lives of those around you with the words you speak. And when you speak words of truth, encouragement, and vision, you contribute to a world that is built on hope, not despair, on possibility, not limitation. So don't hold back. Speak the words that will change someone's life. Speak the truth that will bring clarity. Speak the encouragement that will keep someone going. Your words are more than just sounds. They are powerful instruments of transformation. Use them wisely and let them be a source of strength and hope for the world around you. Your words have the power to bring life. Don't waste them. Fear and doubt keep you from speaking your truth. We all have a voice. It's a part of us, a tool that can be used to express our thoughts, to share our ideas, and to connect with others. But how often do we silence that voice because of fear? How often do we let doubt dictate whether we speak or remain quiet? Fear is a powerful force. It can cripple us, hold us back, and stop us from doing the very things we are called to do. But fear doesn't just affect our actions, it also affects our ability to speak up, to share our truth, and to make an impact in the world. We often let fear of judgment, rejection, or failure prevent us from being authentic, from sharing our true thoughts, from offering the encouragement or wisdom that someone might desperately need. And think about the last time you wanted to speak but held back. What was going through your mind? Maybe you were afraid of what others would think, worried that your opinion might not be valued, or unsure of how your words would be received. Maybe you doubted your own ability to communicate clearly, or you feared that you wouldn't have all the answers. These thoughts are normal, but they are also the chains that bind us, preventing us from using our voice to its fullest potential. Fear makes us believe that our words are not important, that they won't matter in the grand scheme of things. It whispers in our ear, convincing us that speaking up is too risky, that it's safer to remain quiet and avoid drawing attention to ourselves. But in doing so, we forget that silence does not protect us from judgment or rejection. It simply allows the world to continue without our voice. By not speaking, we are choosing to remain in the shadows when we were meant to stand in the light, to influence and inspire. Doubt, too, plays a significant role in keeping us from sharing our truth. We may question whether our words are worth saying or whether anyone will listen. We might doubt our own experiences or feel that we are not qualified to speak on a particular subject. But here's the truth. You don't need to be perfect to speak your truth. You don't need to have all the answers, nor do you need to be without flaws or mistakes. What matters is that you are willing to speak from a place of authenticity, to share what you know, to offer what you can. Your voice doesn't need to be flawless to make a difference. It simply needs to be true. Think about the times in your life when someone's words made a lasting impact on you. It wasn't necessarily because they had all the perfect answers or spoke with flawless precision. It was because they spoke from their heart. They shared their truth, and they did so with courage. And in that moment, their words resonated with you because they were real, because they were genuine. That's the power of speaking your truth. It doesn't matter how many qualifications you have, how much you know, or how perfect your delivery is. What matters is the authenticity of your voice. We often let fear and doubt keep us in a state of inaction, paralyzed by the potential outcomes that may never even come to pass. We worry about failure, about not being good enough, about being misunderstood. But we fail to realize that by staying silent, we are already missing the opportunity to make a difference. By not speaking, we are allowing fear and doubt to control us. And that's a life we were never meant to live. You were created to speak, to share, to inspire. And when you allow fear and doubt to rule your decisions, you're deprived of your unique voice, your perspective, your truth. Overcoming fear and doubt takes courage, but it also requires a shift in mindset. We must stop viewing our voice as something fragile, something that could easily be rejected or disregarded. Instead, we must see it as a powerful tool, one that has the ability to change lives, to create opportunities, and to bring about transformation. We must remind ourselves that our words matter, that our voices deserve to be heard, and that speaking our truth is a gift to the world. There will always be fear, and there will always be doubt, but we don't have to let them control us. We have the power to speak in spite of them, to push past the feelings of insecurity and hesitation, and to share the wisdom, the encouragement, and the truth that we were meant to offer. Fear and doubt may never completely disappear, but we don't need them to. All we need is the courage to speak, to step into our purpose, and to let our voices be heard. Your truth is powerful. Your voice matters. And the world needs to hear it. Don't let fear and doubt steal your opportunity to make an impact. Silence allows confusion and darkness to thrive. When we choose silence in moments where we should speak, we leave space for confusion to grow. We allow darkness to take root and cloud the clarity that could otherwise shine through. Silence is not simply the absence of sound. Sometimes it's direction of guidance of the very things that people need to find their way. When we don't speak, we inadvertently create a vacuum that others must navigate. And without the light of truth and understanding, they can easily become lost. Think about the times when you've been uncertain, when you felt lost or unclear about a situation. Did silence help you find the way? Or did it make things worse? Often when we're left in silence, our minds start to fill in the gaps. We begin to question, to doubt, and to wonder if we are heading in the right direction. Confusion starts to take hold, and what might have been a simple problem becomes a tangled mess of uncertainty. That's the power of silence. When we fail to speak up, we allow confusion to flourish, and confusion breeds fear. It creates a sense of helplessness and uncertainty that paralyzes us, keeping us from moving forward. When there is no clarity, no guidance, no direction, people struggle to make decisions. They remain stuck, unsure of the next step. And in many cases, they settle for whatever feels comfortable because they don't know what else to do. And in those moments, darkness takes hold. Darkness, in this sense, represents all that holds us back from progress: fear, doubt, uncertainty, despair. It is the opposite of the light that comes from understanding, purpose, and insight. Without your voice, without your words of wisdom, encouragement, and clarity, darkness can easily seep in and leave people feeling trapped in a state of confusion. But when you speak, when you offer your insight, when you share your knowledge and understanding, you create a beacon of light that dispels the darkness. You provide the clarity that others need to move forward. Your voice becomes the guide, the compass that helps people navigate the challenges they face and overcome the obstacles in their way. You have the power to help others find their way out of the darkness, to bring them into the light where possibilities exist and hope thrives. But that can only happen if you are willing to speak, to offer the clarity that others need in moments of uncertainty. We live in a world filled with noise, but not all noise is helpful. There's an overwhelming amount of information available to us, but much of it is contradictory, misleading, or confusing. In this world of noise, silence can be just as dangerous as chaos. When we don't add our voice to the conversation, we leave gaps in the understanding of others. We let the noise fill those gaps instead. And it's not always the truth that fills the silence. It can easily be misinformation, confusion, or doubt. Silence is not neutral. It is a fertile ground for misunderstanding to take root and spread. People need clarity, they need guidance, and they need truth. And when we choose to remain silent, we deny them back. In the midst of confusion, your voice can be the one thing that cuts through the noise and brings clarity. It's easy to think that your voice doesn't matter, that there are already so many others speaking. But the truth is, there's always room for one more person who is willing to speak with purpose and authenticity. The light you bring by speaking your truth is not just for you, it's for those who need it, those who are struggling in the darkness of confusion. Your words can be the guiding light that leads them out, the spark that ignites their own understanding and empowers them to move forward with confidence. But if you remain silent, if you refuse to step into the responsibility of speaking when you are needed, you are allowing confusion to grow unchecked. You are leaving people in the dark, and that is a tragedy. Every moment you choose silence is a moment when others may remain stuck in their confusion, lost in their own thoughts, searching for a way out, but unable to find it. Silence does not protect us. It just allows the darkness to thrive unchecked. It's your voice that has the power to break the silence and bring the light that others so desperately need. When you speak, you shine a light on the path that others may have missed. You offer the clarity that others are seeking. You help to dispel the confusion that can paralyze people, stopping them from moving forward. Your words bring understanding, and understanding leads to action. In the absence of your voice, people will continue to wander in the darkness, unsure of the way. But when you speak, you make the way clear. You show them the way forward and you help them find their direction. Don't let silence allow confusion and darkness to take hold. Speak up. And let your words be the light that guides others to clarity. Your voice is the antidote to confusion, and your willingness to speak is the key to dispelling the darkness. Your voice can unlock potential and inspire action. There is an immense power that lies within your words. Too often, we underestimate how transformative a simple conversation or a shared piece of advice can be. But in reality, your voice holds the key to unlocking the potential in others, helping them see themselves in ways they never thought possible, and inspiring them to take action toward the life they were meant to live. When you speak with intention, with clarity, with purpose, you create ripples that go far beyond the immediate conversation. The words you speak can act as a catalyst for change, sparking something within others that pushes them toward growth, action, and progress. Think about a time when someone believed in you, when they spoke words of encouragement or direction that shifted your entire mindset. Maybe it was a mentor, a friend, or even a stranger who said just the right thing at the right moment. Those words likely stayed with you, becoming a guiding force in your decisions, a reminder of your strength, your ability, and your worth. That's the power of a spoken word. It can unlock a door that was previously closed, creating an opportunity where none existed before. When someone speaks to your potential, when they see something in you that you might not even see in yourself, they give you the strength to take that first step. And sometimes that's all it takes. A single moment where someone shows you the possibility of what you can become. You have the same power. Your voice has the ability to inspire someone else to take action, to challenge themselves to be more, to push beyond their own limits. People are often standing at a crossroads in their lives, unsure of which direction to take. And at those pivotal moments, a word from you could make all the difference. You might offer encouragement when they're ready to give up, or provide clarity when they feel lost. Your words could be the nudge they need to step into a new opportunity, to finally pursue their dreams, or to take a risk they've been avoiding. You may never fully understand the magnitude of your impact, but know that your words carry the potential to change someone's life in ways you may never see. The truth is, when you speak, you activate potential not just in yourself, but in those around you. You give them permission to believe in themselves, to take that first step, and to pursue their own purpose. Whether you are speaking to a group, to a friend, or even to a stranger, your words can create possibilities. They can inspire someone to go after what they thought was impossible, to break free from limitations they've placed on themselves. You might not be aware of the seeds you're planting, but each word you speak is like a tiny spark that could grow into something much bigger. Too often, people hold back from speaking because they doubt the power of their words. They question whether they have anything valuable to contribute or whether anyone will listen. But this thinking only limits your ability to impact others. The truth is, you have no idea what someone might be going through, what battles they might be facing, or what they need to hear in that moment. Your words could be the very thing that propels them forward. Just as someone once helped you see your potential, you have the ability to do the same for others. And it's not always about offering solutions or providing answers. It's about offering encouragement, support, and belief. Sometimes all it takes is a reminder that someone is capable of more than they think, that they have what it takes to keep going. Your voice can also inspire action, not just in others, but in yourself. When you speak with purpose, you not only help others realize their potential, but you also reinforce your own. Speaking out, sharing your thoughts, and encouraging others strengthens your own confidence, clarity, and a sense of purpose. You grow as you help others grow. And in doing so, you continue to unlock your own potential. It's a powerful cycle that feeds into itself. As you encourage and inspire those around you, you remind yourself of your own worth and the power of your words. Your voice becomes not just a tool for others, but a catalyst for your own growth as well. You may not always see the immediate effects of your words, but trust that they are having an impact. People might not come back to you immediately to say thank you, but your words are creating a lasting imprint. The things you say, the encouragement you offer, the belief you instill, they are not forgotten. They resonate long after the conversation is over, sometimes sparking changes in ways you can't even begin to comprehend. And in those moments where someone takes that next step, when they move forward with confidence and purpose, remember that your voice played a role in unlocking their potential. Don't ever underestimate the power of your words. Every time you speak with intention and purpose, you are creating opportunities, not just for yourself, but for others as well. Your voice has the power to inspire action, to ignite passion, and to help people realize their own potential. So speak up. Use your voice to unlock the greatness in others, to encourage them to step forward, and to help them see the possibilities that lie ahead. Your words can be the spark that leads to something extraordinary. The impact of your silence reaches far beyond your own life. We often think that choosing silence is a personal decision, something that affects only us. We remain quiet because we don't want to speak up, or perhaps because we fear the consequences of doing so. We choose to stay silent, thinking it will protect us from judgment, from criticism, or from the potential discomfort that might come from sharing our thoughts. But what we fail to realize is that our silence has a ripple effect that extends far beyond us. Our decision to remain quiet doesn't just affect us, it affects everyone around us, whether we recognize it or not. When we stay silent, we inadvertently allow others to remain in their confusion, their uncertainty, and their isolation. There are people in your life who need to hear your voice. They need your words to help them navigate their challenges, to encourage them through their struggles, and to show them that they are not alone. By remaining silent, you deny them the comfort of your presence, the wisdom of your experience, and the power of your encouragement. You may not realize it, but your voice is a lifeline for someone else. And when you choose silence, you cut off that lifeline. Think about the people you interact with every day. Your family, your friends, your colleagues, even strangers you pass by on the street. Each of these people has a unique journey, a different set of challenges, and a personal story. And while we may not always be aware of what others are going through, the truth is that we all need support, encouragement, and connection. Your words, your voice have the power to make a difference in the lives of those around you. But when you stay silent, you miss the opportunity to offer that support. You miss the chance to be the one who makes a difference, who lifts someone up, who helps them see beyond their struggles. In addition to the personal impact, silence also has a broader societal impact. When we remain quiet in the face of injustice, when we fail to speak out against wrongdoing, we allow harmful systems to continue unchecked. Silence in the face of oppression, discrimination, or inequality enables these issues to persist, often causing harm to those who are most vulnerable. The decision to remain silent in such moments isn't neutral, it is a decision to allow the status quo to continue, to allow injustice to thrive. Your voice has the power to challenge these systems, to stand up for what is right, and to bring about change. But if you choose silence, you are allowing the injustice to persist. The same is true in the workplace, in schools, in communities, and in any group setting. When we remain silent about issues that need attention, we fail to create the change that is necessary. Whether it's addressing poor leadership, unfair practices, or simply the need for improvement, silence allows problems to fester and grow. In contrast, when we speak up, we bring attention to issues that need resolution. We offer solutions, encourage growth, and create an environment where people can thrive. Silence only serves to maintain the status quo, while speaking up can bring progress, innovation, and positive change. Moreover, your silence can also impact your own growth and development. When you choose not to speak up, you deny yourself the opportunity to step into your purpose, to share your gifts, and to contribute to the world in meaningful ways. Each time you hold back from expressing yourself, you lose a chance to learn, to grow, and to strengthen your voice. Speaking up helps you discover more about yourself. It builds your confidence, and it reinforces your sense of purpose. By remaining silent, you keep yourself stuck in a place of inaction, missing out on the opportunities for growth and transformation that come when you speak with conviction. The consequences of silence extend to future generations as well. When we fail to speak up, we set a precedent for those who come after us. We show them that silence is the preferred choice, that remaining quiet is easier than standing up and speaking out. But the reality is that silence has never been the catalyst for change. Change only happens when we use our voices to address the problems we face, to stand for what is right, and to challenge the things that need to be challenged. If we want future generations to understand the importance of speaking up, we must model that behavior ourselves. We must show them that their voices matter, that their words can make a difference, and that silence is not an option when there is work to be done. So the next time you find yourself holding back from speaking, remember that your silence is never just about you. It is about the people you are not helping, the injustices you are allowing to continue, and the change you are not creating. The world needs your voice. Your family needs your voice. Yes. Your community needs your voice. You were created with purpose, and part of that purpose is to use your voice to make a difference in the world around you. Don't let silence hold you back from fulfilling that purpose. Speak up and let your words be the catalyst for change, growth, and transformation, not just in your life, but in the lives of those who need to hear them the most. Silence is a denial of your responsibility to the world. We often think of silence as an innocent choice, something that doesn't harm anyone and might even provide us with peace. But silence is more than just a passive decision, it's a denial of responsibility. As human beings, we are all called to contribute to the world around us, to use our talents, our knowledge, and our experiences to help others, to challenge the status quo, and to improve the spaces we inhabit. When we remain silent, we deny the world the benefit of our contribution. We choose not to speak up when we could, and in doing so, we neglect the responsibility that comes with being a part of the larger human family. It's important to recognize that the world is not a passive place. It is active, constantly changing, evolving, and facing challenges. There are problems that need solutions, people who need guidance, and injustices that need to be addressed. And the responsibility to address these issues does not rest solely on the shoulders of a few individuals, it belongs to all of us. When we choose silence, we deny our part in making the world a better place. We allow issues to persist because we refuse to take a stand, to offer our perspective, or to share our insights. Our silence, in essence, is an abdication of our responsibility to help bring about change and to use our voice for the greater good. Imagine for a moment what happened if everyone chose silence when faced with injustice, inequality, or suffering. What if no one ever spoke out against systems of oppression or unfair treatment? What if no one shared their ideas, their solutions, or their concerns about the problems that affect our communities? The world would be a stagnant place where progress is stifled, where change is impossible, and where problems are never addressed. Silence in these moments doesn't provide peace, it ensures that things remain as they are, preventing us from moving forward. Each of us has something to contribute, a unique perspective or experience that can make a difference in the world. Whether it's through sharing our wisdom, offering support, or calling attention to an issue that others are overlooking, our voices matter. They hold power. But when we stay silent, we withhold that power, choosing not to engage with the world in a meaningful way. We ignore our responsibility to speak up and contribute to the solutions that are desperately needed. Sometimes our silence comes from fear. We worry that our words won't be well received, that we'll be judged, or that we'll be ignored. But the truth is, by remaining silent out of fear, we are denying our responsibility to be brave, to speak up when it's needed, and to be a voice for those who may not have one. In many cases, those who need our voice the most are the ones who are unable to speak for themselves, whether it's due to fear, oppression, or a lack of opportunity. Our silence leaves them voiceless, and we miss the opportunity to make a difference in their lives. There's also a tendency to think that one voice won't make a difference. We look at the problems in the world, the injustices, the suffering, and we feel overwhelmed. We think that if we speak out, it will have no impact. But this thinking is a lie. Every voice counts. Every time you speak, you inspire others to speak, to act, to make a change. You are never just speaking for yourself. You are speaking for those who are too afraid, too unsure, or too disempowered to speak on their own. Your voice can create a ripple effect that leads to significant change, even if it doesn't happen immediately. Moreover, silence can be a form of complicity. When we choose not to speak out against wrongdoing, we are silently accepting it. We may not directly participate in harmful actions, but by remaining silent, we are allowing those actions to continue without challenge. Silence in the face of wrongdoing is a refusal to take responsibility for the world we live in and to help shape it into something better. Our silence allows injustice to thrive, and it prevents us from fulfilling our duty to protect the dignity and rights of others. On a personal level, remaining silent also denies you the opportunity to grow, to challenge yourself, and to embrace your full potential. Your voice is part of your identity, part of your purpose. When you choose silence, you hold yourself back from fully stepping into your purpose, from sharing your gifts, and from making a difference. Speaking up is not just about benefiting others, it is about claiming your place in the world, embracing your responsibility, and fulfilling the potential that lies within you. By staying silent, you deny the world the chance to experience the fullness of who you are. Responsibility is the central part of being human. It's not enough to live in a way that only benefits ourselves. We are called to use our lives to improve the lives of others, to uplift, to guide, and to challenge. Silence does not fulfill that responsibility. It withholds the very thing that can create change and make a difference. The world needs your voice, your insights, your experiences, your ideas, and your courage. Silence only delays progress, keeps people in the dark, and allows problems to persist. In every moment when you choose to speak, you fulfill a responsibility. When you choose to share your thoughts, to offer support, to challenge injustice, or to inspire someone to take action, you fulfill your duty to the world. Silence is not a neutral option. It is a decision to withhold your responsibility and your potential. So, choose to speak. Embrace your responsibility to the world and use your voice to create the change that is needed. You were created to contribute, and your voice is the tool that can bring that contribution to life. Your silence has far-reaching consequences that impact not only your life, but also the lives of those around you and the world at large. By remaining silent, you deny others the guidance, encouragement, and clarity they may need. You allow confusion, injustice, and missed opportunities to persist. But when you choose to speak, you unlock the potential in others, create opportunities for growth, and inspire action. Your voice has the power to bring clarity, dispel darkness, and make a difference. It is your responsibility, your duty, to use your words for good and contribute to the betterment of the world. Never underestimate the impact of your voice. Speak with purpose, speak with passion, and speak with courage. Good luck on your journey to becoming the voice that changes lives, ignites progress, and shapes a better future. Thank you for your time, and may you always find the courage to speak up when the world needs to hear you most.